handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
This is a presentation of the 2024 Girls State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Union Bank and Trust, Southeast Community College, Platte Valley Equipment, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Wingstop, Sand Hills Global, Roofing Service Company, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Pizza Ranch, Members Owned Credit Union, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Sunbelt Rentals, Acres, Ebb Concrete, Doane University, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, and Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Now, calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
That is right. One more game on the docket for tonight. Jay Foreman joining me, Nick Sainert with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena as we get ready for our sixth game of the day right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Jay, long time no talk.
We've been at it all day, man. But you know what? That last game against Lincoln Southeast versus Lincoln Southwest was an exciting game that we had all day. And we got another exciting one here where we got Bellevue West Thunderbirds against the Papillion La-Vista South Titans, an upstart program. Yeah. But you know what, Nick? Last year, we got to see this Bellevue West Thunderbirds come in and really compete back again. Older, veteran, senior-laden team going against a younger upstart team with only three seniors in the Papillion La-Vista South Titans. This should be a good game.
Well, I mean, let's look up and down. Let's look at this Bellevue West Thunderbirds roster led by head coach Dane Bacon. They've been to the state tournament for 14 times, and they obviously won the title back in 2007, 2009, and 2010. They were runner-up the following 3 of the following 4 years at that point in 2011, 2013, and 2014. Haven't been necessarily far in the state tournament, but they've been here. This is obviously as well their back-to-back appearances here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. They're getting ready to play, like Jay said, the Papillion La-Vista South Titans, who have been here 4 times, and they haven't been to Pinnacle Bank Arena since 2016, led by head coach Andy Gerlech. They are 17-7 on the campaign. Jay, when you look at Bellevue West's roster, who sticks out to you? Because on this roster, they don't have maybe some of the names we're accustomed to seeing, like last year with Doetzler.
Yeah, but now you have Naomi White, who's averaging 18.7 rebounds, and then she has her partner in crime, Anika Brown, 12-4, and then they also have Melcher that's averaging a smooth 12. Danielle Collier, who we saw last year getting foul trouble, she's 9-7. So you see a well-balanced team inside and outside game going against this quick unit of Papillion La-Vista South. It should be an interesting game considering this is not a misprint. Last time they played, Bellevue West won 60-38.
Oof. Well, don't forget. Remember what happened in the Lincoln North Star game.
Sometimes you can have a good loss, and especially if it was something of somebody having one of your better players sick or maybe rolling ankle. So look, both teams have worked their way and earned their way here, and you know what? Papillion La-Vista South had a big upset victory against Lincoln Northeast, essentially on the road, going into a hostile environment. They have a lot of confidence coming in this game.
Don't forget, so just to recap the winners so far today in Class A action, Millard West defeated Omaha Central, and the Lincoln North Star defeated Millard North. So those two teams play. Millard West and Lincoln North Star will play in the semifinals on Friday night at 6 p.m. You'll be able to hear that one on the ticket. And then in the other two, or in the bottom half of the bracket, Lincoln Southwest prevailed over Lincoln Southeast just a couple of moments ago, and they will advance to play the winner of tonight's game in the nightcap between Bellevue West and Papio South on Friday at 7:45 p.m. So once again, we're about ready to get underway with starting lineups and the tip-off for this one between Bellevue West and Papio South. Let's step aside, and we'll return with starting lineups right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation, and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Time to get rolling with our starting lineups. First, for the Bellevue West Thunderbirds, like I said earlier, led by head coach Dane Bacon. And they are 18-6 on the season. They're once again their 14th state tournament appearance. They were here last year, as Jay said, we got to see them, but they got bounced in the first round in last year's tournament. They're starting five. Going to look very similar to actually what they've been doing all season long. Annika Russell-Brown, a 5'8" senior, averaging 11 points per game. Number one, a 5'11" guard, Mia McVeigh. Number 4, a 5'11" senior guard, Kenzie Melcher. Number 55, a 6'2" senior forward, Danielle Coyer. And number 25, a 5'10" senior guard, Naomi White. And she's the one to watch, averaging 18.5 per game. For the Papillion La-Vista South Titans, they're going to be 17-7 coming into today's game, led by head coach Andy Gerlech. Number 10, Charlotte Solomon, a 5'10" junior forward. Number 11, a 5'8" junior guard, Ella Morehouse. Number 22, a 5'8" senior guard, Cameron Exner. Number 32, a 6' senior guard, Kate Lagone. And rounding out the starting five for the Papillion La-Vista South Titans, number 40, Addison Madek. You look up and down this roster there, Jay Foreman, specifically for Bellevue West. Naomi White is certainly a player that can hurt you. Kenzie Melcher is certainly a player that can hurt you. And then don't forget, at 11.5 points a game, Annika Russell-Brown.
Yeah, the inside-outside force and the ability to push the ball with multiple ball handlers and outside shooting is how Bellevue West has got to the state tournament. Then you look at Papillion La-Vista South, where you have a lot of young players. You got to think Addison Medic is a freshman, 6'3" freshman, average 11 points, 8 rebounds. But Ella Morehouse is the one that sets the tempo, right? Averaging 10 points. She has 41 assists and 52 steals on the year. So she's doing it on both ends and creating havoc on both sides of the court, offensively and defensively.
So once again, before we get started here, really quickly, Bellevue West and Papillion La-Vista South, let's take 10 seconds and pause for station identification. You're listening to Girls State Basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman back with you. We're ready to tip things off, and the tip is won by Bellevue West as they go left to right from our vantage point. Here's Annika Russell-Brown to Naomi White. Left side, this is Mia McVeigh. Top of the key, Kenzie Melcher with it. Melcher right side to Brown. Top of the key, McVeigh. McVeigh lost it for a moment, gets it back, sustains her dribble. Looking around, finds Brown. Top of the key to Melcher once again, 13 to shoot for Bellevue West. Entry pass, Naomi White. Nobody there. Misses the floater. Offensive rebound, Coyer. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to Papillion La-Vista South.
You see Papillion La-Vista South throwing a little bit of a curveball right out of the bat against Bellevue West. A little bit of 2-3 zone that revolves into a 3-2 zone, depending on where the ball is, to try to slow down this high-powered offense.
So it's Papillion La-Vista South's first opportunity on offense. Pass to the near side where Charlotte Solomon is. Now to Ella Morehouse on the right side. Morehouse spinning around with that left pivot foot planted. Down low, entry pass taken away by Naomi White. And here we go with Bellevue West. Bellevue West going back the other way to a trailing Kenzie Melcher. Fakes right, goes left down the center of the lane. Throws him an acrobatic shot, and somehow it falls. Even Kenzie Melcher was surprised that one fell in.
Yeah, I think she had Annika Brown over there in the corner, but she decided to shoot it at the last second. Good bucket, nevertheless.
So number 22, Cameron Exner with it now. She lost her dribble, that's Kate Lagone. Now to Addison Medic at the top of the key. Right side, here's Exner to Lagone in the lane. Cross court pass into the corner. Top of the key, down low. Once again, Medic. And she misses the layup. Offensive rebound for a moment. Fought for on the ground, and it's going to be another jump ball, giving it to Bellevue West this time around.
Good physical play there by Medic and Coyer going in there. Just a little bit off on her initial drive. But Papillion La-Vista South is showing some patience, even though Bellevue West is pressuring the ball right at half court all the way down to the baseline.
So 6:18 to play first quarter. Right side, Kenzie Melcher with it. She has the Bellevue West 2 points so far as Annika Brown has it left side to McVeigh. Coyer, cross court. Naomi White, shot fake, steps in. 2-point bucket is good on the jumper.
Great shot. Ball fake, rip through, one power dribble, pull-up jumper, a la Kobe Bryant right there.
Down low, or I should say on the elbow rather. Now Exner to the left side. Kate Lagone turns around. Jumper on the way, no good by Papio South, but the offensive rebound caroms into the hands. That jumper is way too strong. You want to talk about depth perception there, Jay Foreman. That's one of them. You're not used to being able to see, 500 seats behind the back.
Right, yeah, and also that's where the experience of Bellevue West, who looked inexperienced last year, comes in and has been on this court and know what it's like to just warm up, how to get into this game, whereas you look Papillion La-Vista South, look like they're running in slow motion now with the nerve.
Bellevue West off the Papio South miss. Here's Annika Brown, kicks it out. Melcher to Naomi White. 3-ball on the way.
That was
got it.
But you see the improvement from Naomi White from last year to this year, right? Way more balance on her jump shot. Doesn't play as fast or in a hurry, I should say. And that offense is rolling right out of the gate along with that defense.
5:11 to go in the first quarter. It's a Papio South timeout. We'll step aside as well. Be back in 30 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman back with you. 5:07 to play in the first quarter. Papio South still searching for their first points in this one. Medic down low off the glass. Too strong, no good. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Papio South. That's the third jump ball of the game in the first 3 minutes.
Papio South is playing hard. They're getting good shots. They're just way off the mark here. And like you said, it's a depth perception, but also it's the nerves of playing in the state championship. Also, this late at night, too, Nick. You got to think they might have went to school today a little bit worn out.
4:56 to go, first quarter. Off a pick and roll, Medic unable to get it. And guess what? We're going to have another jump ball. That's 4 as bodies are on the floor, and it's going to go to Bellevue West.
Yeah, a little bit of pick and roll right there. Medic forgot the roll. Young freshman got to get a little bit faster and get used to the pace of this game. Bellevue West, a senior-laden team, been here, done it, probably took their lumps last year, getting bounced in the first round. Looks like they came back with a vengeance.
On the right side, Kenzie Melcher with it. Top of the key now, left side, McVeigh. Back to Brown. Melcher on the right wing. Gets it knocked out of her hands, but there's going to be a foul called on, I believe, number 22 for Papio South. That's Cameron Exner.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive there with the hand checks and got caught with her hand in the cookie jar. Nevertheless, Papillion La-Vista South is going to have to get back in this game defensively until their offense gets rolling.
Here's Brown, kicks it out. Naomi White has 5 points today so far. Naomi White has 5, and Melcher has 2. Brown down low. Coyer, layup no good, but a foul is called on the doorstep, and Coyer will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good drive there, and you dump it off to Coyer right underneath the hoop. She tried to get it about the backboard to get a quick 2 points, but now she's at the free throw line at the charity stripe.
That foul goes on Charlotte Solomon, her first. So Danielle Coyer at the line to shoot 2. First one on the way, rattles around and out.
So Bellevue West has a sub coming in, maybe for the shooter, right? So now this is a little bit of a lineup change. Let's see if this changes the way that Papillion La-Vista South chooses to attack Bellevue West as the 6'2 senior goes to the bench real quick in Coyer.
So coming in for Danielle Coyer is going to be number 30, Kara Moeller, a 5'7 senior guard.
Right.
Papio South, we're going to have a foul away from the ball on the inbounds. That one might have gone on Annika Brown there,
Annika Brown,
and it sure did.
A little bit of a hold. And number 10, Charlotte Solomon, had been telling the refs that she'd been holding her all game. She got the call right there that time.
So 4:27 to go. Papio South ready to inbound it one more time. Looking, still looking. They get it in. It's deflected. And we're going to have a foul called on Mia McVeigh, her first.
Yeah, look, Bellevue West is trying to play like the boys team, and this just must be where they play basketball. Up-tempo, pressure, full court, see if you could beat it and wear you down. And so Bellevue West is not afraid to go into depth or in their bench, let alone have a little bit of foul trouble as long as the game's going at the pace that they like.
So 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Another turnover for Papio South as it's still 8-0 with 4:19 to play in the first quarter.
Good pass there by Ella Morehouse trying to hit Lyric Judson, the 5'11 freshman, just off the tip of her hands. A little bit of nerves right there, and so they just got to adjust to the pace. They're only down by a little bit, and then once they get their first bucket, they should be able to relax and start playing basketball.
Here's Brown, top of the key, kicks into the corner. Mueller, with it. Back to Brown. Brown, right side, Naomi White. Still moving around the perimeter. Step back 3. Kenzie Melcher. White gets the miss. Layup no good by Naomi White. Still being fought for, and Papio South comes away with it. Papillion La-Vista South going on the fast break, and they get it poked away from behind, and it's going to be a timeout to Bellevue West.
No, right? No. It was out of bounds.
Oh, it's going to be out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
It looked like he pointed to the bench, Jay.
He did. The Bellevue West defender had her right foot on the out of bounds, and now you have Anika Brown going to the bench. You got number 21 coming in here for Bellevue West. Taylor Wharton, the 5'3 junior that's going to play a little point guard. Look at the smaller lineup now here from Bellevue West. See if they can take advantage inside from Papillion La-Vista South. They saw it. what did they do? They tried to pound it in there to Medic. They're going to try to pick up these fouls and get back into the game at the free throw line as Bellevue West picked up 2 quick fouls. Papillion La-Vista South is starting to go deep into that bench, trying to provide some depth problems there for Bellevue West on the other side.
So Papillion La-Vista South gets it in, and it's going to be instantly out of bounds as Medic stepped on the baseline. It's 8-0 here, Jay. You got to score points to win.
Yes, you do. They're having a little bit. Look, the nerves obviously are apparent, and they, obviously are playing against a veteran team in Bellevue West that have a very clear game plan and culture that they're trying to impose on here to Papillion La Vista South. So you got to try to force the action, but also play within yourself, and so they're struggling with that right now.
3.5 to go in the first quarter. Coyer back into the game for Bell West. She has it now, kicks into the corner. Now right wing to the top of the key, McVeigh. McVeigh steps in to the right side. It's number 21, Taylor Wharton. Back to Melcher on the left side, McVeigh. McVeigh into the corner, Moeller. She'll step into the 3, gets it blocked by number 24, Lyric Judson, but we'll have another jump ball. Good, and the possession arrow gives it to Papillion La Vista South.
Good double down on Coyer there by Lyric Judson, then also hustling out to defend that 3-point shot, and she did such a good job. She tipped it, caused a jump ball. Papillion La Vista South basketball. Papillion La Vista South can find a way to loosen up this press by getting some good, easy shots and making some buckets. Obviously, the first one will be great for them. They'll get back into this game sooner than later.
Bellevue West defending Papio South here. A missed layup by Medic. And here's Moeller coming back the other way. Gives it off to Brown. Brown to the left side, McVeigh. McVeigh working around the perimeter. Has to spin around, throws it out top to Brown. Brown to the right side, Wharton. Wharton thought about the 3 from the right wing, decided to pass it up. Left side now, McVeigh. Into the elbow, inside-out game with Brown and Coyer. Brown with it, spins, gives it to Coyer at the top of the key. McVeigh on the left wing, 11 on the shot clock. Bounces it right side, Wharton. Wharton dribbles to the top of the key. Now left side on the wing to Brown. Brown to Coyer at the elbow. She takes one dribble, falls down, and the pass is taken away and intercepted by Papio South's defense. 2:21 to play in the first quarter. They pass it into no man's land, but they recover it down low into Medic. Medic on Coyer, crosses it across to the far corner on the right wing. Looking for help is number 11, Ella Morehouse, and we're going to have a traveling violation on number 40, Addison Medic.
Yeah, a really good defensive series there by Papillion La Vista South. Got there down on offense, had some good quick passes, inside-outside game, but just the movement and the spacing is a little bit off, Nick. And so once they can adjust to the speed of Bellevue West on defense, I think their offense will finally get on the scoreboard.
2:01 to play in the first quarter. Wharton has it for Bellevue West. The T-Birds up 8-0. They've held Papio South scoreless through 6+ minutes of game time. Brown into Coyer, gets it taken away, up the floor, pass deflected again. Medic gets knocked down. Back to number 32, Kate Lagone on the right side. Lagone, and now she gets it poked away and stolen from her by Moeller. Moeller to Naomi White. 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter, still 8-0. Wharton on the right wing. She drives, kicks it into the far side. 3-ball on the way. Annika Russell Brown.
Annika Russell Brown is the co-partner of White right there, the inside-outside game. And you know what Bellevue West always does? Always has one of them in the game because they're the X factor, and they're imposing their will right now on Papillion La Vista South.
Off the deflection, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the T-Birds, so Papillion La Vista South keeps it.
Yeah.
It's 11-0 with 1:11 on the game clock.
Papillion La Vista South had a good matchup against Lincoln Northeast as far as dealing with pressure, but maybe not to this extent. You know, obviously, even though they played in a district championship game, they got to adjust to the speed of Bellevue West and the physicality before this game gets out of hand.
Charlotte Solomon checks in. Now a shot on the play, and Papio South is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, look, a good drive right there, a little bit of a wheel action. And now you got number 32, Kate Lagone, at the free throw line, trying to get Papillion La Vista South on the scoreboard with only 56 seconds left in the first quarter.
So 56.5 seconds on the game clock, 11-0. T-Birds out in front of the Papillion La Vista South Titans. The winner of this one faces Lincoln Southwest on Friday night in the late game at 7:45 p.m. And the Titans missed the first free throw They're in serious danger of being shut out here, Jay.
Yeah, they are. If we were playing PlayStation Madden, it'd be 21-point rule. We got to push the reset.
Not anymore, as
Yeah.
it's 11-1 after the Kate Ligon free throw.
Announcer's jinx is lifted.
There it is. It works. It works. I was doing it in a
Actually,
positive
the
way.
reverse way. Yeah, I like that.
Naomi White left side. Wharton with it on the left wing. Wharton bounces it to Kenzie Melcher. Melcher's been quiet ever since those first 2 points on kind of a miraculous floater in the lane to start the game. Down low, Coyer in the lane. Misses it. Gets it back by Melcher. Kicks it out. Wharton, 3-ball, left wing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good shot there by Wharton. Good job by Coyer to kick it back out. Deep three. Keeps the momentum going in Bellevue West Thunderbirds way.
So here's Papillion La-Vista South is on a dribble. It's going to be a foul on Kenzie Melcher.
Yep, right up. Now they're on the free throw line. I think that's
That is
5
right.
fouls
That
on
is 5.
Bellevue West. This is the way right now Papillion La Vista South has to play, right? To try to get Bellevue West in foul trouble, just knock some points away from this 13-point lead so they can keep their head above water until they start to get their sea legs, as we like to say, and get back into this game from an energy standpoint. But
so
that's
the missed the missed free throw by Lyric Judson, the freshman forward listed at 5'11". 19 seconds on the game clock here in the first quarter. 14-1 is your score. And it's still 14-1 as the offensive rebound is going to be tracked down by the Titans. Here's Legion, throws up a wild shot, and it's rebounded by Melcher. 10 on the game clock. Naomi White bringing it down the floor, finds Melcher on the left wing. 5 on the game clock to Naomi White. Naomi White pulls up from long range, misses everything, and there's the horn. Your end of quarter score after 1 quarter of play. Bellevue West 14, Papillion La Vista South 1. We'll be back in 60 seconds to start the second quarter right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
It is time to start the second quarter here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman with you. 14-1 is your score as we begin quarter number 2. Bellevue West basketball to start the second period of play. Right side, here's Kenzie Melcher with it. Naomi White inside-out game. Russell Brown for 3. Way too strong, and the rebound goes into the hands of Papio South. Up the floor they go. They have numbers. Do the Titans down low into Medic, unable to corral it, and the pass is going to be deflected out of bounds. It'll go to Papillion La Vista South.
Good hustle there by Coyer, getting all the way back from the defense or from the offensive end to the defensive end to stop the easy 2 points possibly by Papillion La Vista South.
Inbound pass here to Medic. Medic dumps it right back off. Layup in the lane is good for number 10, Charlotte Solomon.
There you go. That was a good job. A little in and out and a little cut there by Charlotte Solomon to get an easy shot. They're on the board with their first field goal from the field early in the second quarter.
So here's McVeigh, right side Melcher, top of the key McVeigh, left side now Annika Russell Brown. Russell Brown bounces it to Melcher, back to Annika Russell Brown, back to Melcher. 3-ball, left wing. Kenzie Melcher says, I'll just go ahead and match those points that you've scored all game on one shot.
Kenzie Melcher coming in, averaging 12 points a game, 67 assists, inside-outside player, big-time 3 in rhythm.
So here is Papio South trying to chip into and chip away at this Bellevue West lead. Rebound off the missed shot, tipped around. We have a whistle and a foul called on Medic.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive going over the back of Coyer. Good physical battle with these two inside and good hustle. You know what, as a coach, I always say you don't get mad at hustle play and effort plays. Medic right there just learning as she goes. She's just a freshman in here starting in a state tournament. This is a lot for her to handle, and she's doing a good job.
17-3, all T-Birds here. 6:40 to play in the second quarter. McVeigh with it on the left wing, bounces it to Melcher. Melcher at the top of the key, bounces it inside. Naomi White gets poked away, back to Melcher. Melcher to McVeigh on the left side. She drives along the baseline to Coyer. Coyer gets fouled and held on the wrist by number 22 for Papio South, Cameron Exner. That's her second.
Yeah, Cameron Exner, the Bellevue West did a good job of rotating the ball on the defensive right side, offensive left side of the floor. And she just got caught a little bit late in the rotation, tried to go for a steal. Touch foul right there, but nevertheless, she has to go take a break on the bench.
Annika Russell-Brown passes in. Mia McVeigh for three, unable to hit it. And the defensive rebound corralled by
Medic is handling the ball. Look at it, look like Shaquille O'Neal.
Here comes Medic down the floor, kicks it out into the corner. Now top of the key, Solomon with it. Solomon trying to get it down low to Medic, able to get the pass, but unable to convert on the layup. And the ball is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by this Titans.
Medic has had some wild shots. I know her heart and her mind is going about 10,000 miles an hour. You can see the talent right there, the ability to run the floor, catch it, turn, get shots up. She just needs a little bit more experience in those buckets to start to fall.
So top of the key, McVeigh. Right side now, Melcher guarded by Morehouse. Ella Morehouse guarding Kenzie Melcher to Brown. Cross court, near corner, three ball. Naomi White just off, and the rebound goes into the hands of the Titans. Up the floor they go. Here's Ella Morehouse walking right in front of us. Gets picked up by Naomi White. Medic, mid-range jumper, not able to hit it, and Coyer gets the defensive rebound.
Right, Bellevue West is holding Papillion South to one shot, and that's it. With a little bit of a travel, they're dancing a little bit, Nick. It looked like doing a little bit of merengue. Now Papillion South has done a really good job themselves of getting back into the game defensively. Now offensively has been yet to be had because they've had actually decent looks. They just have not hit the rim. They're a little bit. They are playing sped up 2 or 3 times than probably the pace they really want to play at.
So 17-3, Papio South has it far away from the bucket as number 32, Kate Ligon has it. Passes left side now to Exner. Or scratch that, excuse me, that's Judson with it. Cross court, Morehouse for three, misses everything. It goes out of bounds and to the Bellevue West T-Birds.
Yeah, this is where Papillion La-Vista South just has to keep plugging away because obviously you don't get to the state tournament by not being a really good team. Obviously they're well coached. They're just playing out of sorts right now. They got to lean on their defense, keep this lead to a minimum, and be able to go into halftime with some confidence and be able to adjust.
Here's Annika Russell-Brown, throws up a shot, unable to hit. And Papio South coming back the other way as Solomon to Morehouse for three, just off. Rebound tipped out. Naomi White almost ran into us. There it was, Jay. There was the moment I was talking about.
Yeah, you
was. One always happens. One always happens.
But you didn't try to protect me, though.
I didn't. I was going to protect the player who was going to barrel roll into our table.
Okay, I understand that. You know what? I appreciate that.
Actually, I was just trying to protect my computer.
Well, you know what? I got insurance on mine. Mine's a little bit older.
I was going to say, I guess Jay Foreman could always pay for a new MacBook if he needed to. $441 for me, I'm saying. You'd gift that to me. Left side. Right, Jay?
Yeah, sure.
Coyer into the lane. Cross court. It's got nobody's going to get that one as it bounced across the scores table here. See, I would have snagged that one.
Yeah, that was your chance.
I just need the opportunity.
Oh, wow. That does not look like it was tipped. We got referee challenge here. One referee saying it's tipped, one saying it's not. I'm the Papillion La-Vista South fans are not liking that.
It is going to be Bellevue West basketball. As I was saying, that would have been my opportunity. I could have snagged that one out of the air.
One-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
Okay.
If I fell back, I hope you'd catch me. Out of my chair, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Left side, Mia McVeigh into the elbow. Coyer puts up the layup. No good, too strong. And Ligon gets the defensive rebound for Papio South. Up the floor, Ella Morehouse in the lane. Layup too strong, and we have a foul called as Morehouse will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Good job there by Ella Morehouse. Once she made her mind up to go to the hoop, she went in there, drew the contact, still got the shot up at the free throw line, trying to get higher, get more than 3 points here. So she's got to knock these down to keep giving Papillion La-Vista South some life here.
Free throw is good
Yep,
by
there you
Ella
go.
Morehouse. 17 to now 4.
No, Nick, there's a 13-point lead for Bellevue West, but let's also be honest. Papillion La-Vista South has done a pretty good job on the defensive end, considering the inability to put the ball in the hoop.
It feels like it could be a much larger margin.
Game, right? Yeah. So they've been doing a good job of trying to hold Bellevue West to one shot, and a good defensive round display by them so far.
So here we go with Annika Russell Brown, top of the key. Naomi White with it. 4:02 to play in the first half. Brown in the lane, layup good.
Great
Seems like every single time Papillion La Vista South finally scores, Bellevue West says, okay, time to turn on the Jets.
What do they do? The couple quick passes, you either get it to Brown or White, get it up, bucket. Great job right there.
3-ball on the way by Mia Cooley, rather. No good, missed everything. On the other end, the pass deflected out of bounds, last touch by Papillion La Vista South.
Yeah, a wide open 3 right there, but I always said it just like we said in the game before. Just because you're wide open doesn't mean you shoot the 3, and it's only a good shot when you make it. And so when you shoot a deep 3, you got a deep rebound. You're playing against a fast team in Bellevue West. White and Brown had a 2-man fast break, a little bit off of the Papillion La Vista South defender.
Inbound here to Amy Altman. Now Melcher with it to Wharton. Wharton at the top of the key, right side. Naomi White. She takes a screen left from Wharton. Cross-court pass goes right into the hands of Solomon. It was almost like she was surprised to have it fall right into her lap.
Well,
here's the layup opportunity.
White threw that pass like Jeff Sims at the end of the first half.
We didn't have to say that. We didn't have to say that.
He threw it right to the defense.
I know he did. Did
you see that? But
I did see the video.
Yeah, but it looked like it was going to
the corner. Okay. See? Similar. Yeah. I suppose so.
And the exact outcome.
Going back the other way. 3:03 to play until halftime. 3-ball. Ella Morehouse rattles around and out. It's tipped around a couple of times, saved from going out of bounds into the hands of the Bellevue West T-Birds. Melcher coming across the timeline. Melcher will get picked up by Ella Morehouse at the perimeter. Gives it to Naomi White, 19-5. Bell West with the lead. Wharton for her second 3, unable to hit it. And the defensive rebound goes into the hands of number 24, Lyric Judson. Back on the other end, down low, Medic for Papio South. Layup
there
good.
There you go, Medic. Now she clap her hand. Good turn up off the backboard. What, you mad that I was excited that she scored?
There you go.
Well, I mean, she's been trying hard. Listen, I know what it's like to be out there
in a slump,
and she broke it, and she's excited. You got to be, look, Nick. You got to be. I want to see good. I want to see him play well.
Kenzie Melcher with it on the right wing.
Have a heart, Nick. Have a heart.
Wharton to McVeigh on the left side. Back to Melcher, trying to answer with a 3, and she does. Every time Papio South scores, they say, "Hey, I'll just do something a little bit better."
Look, whether it's Brown, White, and Kenzie Melcher, these 3 right here are going to be hard to stop because they've played a lot of basketball together. They play with a ton of confidence, and they know how to play in this PBA arena.
So here's Medic on the 3-point line. She drives right side of the lane. No good. No foul either, says the defender was straight up, did the referee. Now in transition to a trailing Melcher for 3.
Yeah, there you go right there. That's a practice drill right there, Nick. That's called transition 3. Melcher is 1-3 away from a heat check, 2 in a row. Great job by Bellevue West answering the mini run by Papillion La Vista South.
1:37 to go in the second quarter. It's a Papio South timeout. They trail 25-7 to Bellevue West. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman back with you. 1:37 to go in the second quarter. 25-7 is the score between Bellevue West and the Titans of Papio South. Bellevue West with an 18-point advantage here. This is our sixth and final game of the day, I should say, as tomorrow we turn our attention to Class B in the afternoon. 1:37 to go, second quarter. 25-7, T-Birds out in front big over Papio South. On the right side, here's Morehouse. Dribbles near the logo, crosses over. It was tipped. which means Morehouse can go in the backcourt and pick it up. She does. Now she dribbles onto the right side of the floor to Medic. Medic looking around, finds number 22, Exner.
Great shot.
And now a three-point shot by Cameron Exner.
Good shot. It was set up there by Medic. Good job of Cameron Exner coming off the pick, deep three.
And we have a quick turnover by Bellevue West. And they put Wharton. It was interesting. They put Wharton, they being Bellevue West, Dane Bacon, the head coach, subbed Wharton in for Mia McVeigh at point guard. They had a turnover, and they instantly brought Mia McVeigh back.
Yeah, and they also had Amy Altman in there for a little bit of defensive presence and almost caused the over and back. But got to put the lead dogs back in, and here they go.
So Wharton actually stays out there. McVeigh's just out there as well. As Papio South, ball by Exner is blocked.
Oh, Mia McVeigh said, listen here, I'm here to play defense. Smacked it out, a little bit of a stare down there. The 5'11" senior guard.
John back and forth.
Well, they probably know each other because they play up in the Metro. So they're not giving an inch.
As on the corner, Medic on the far side by Bell West. Exner, three-ball right wing, off front iron, and McVeigh skies high for the defensive rebound. Hands it off to Brown. Brown with 36 seconds on the game clock, driving in the lane. Annika Brown throws up a tough shot.
Good rebound by Medic.
And we're going to have a foul called on Annika Russell Brown. That'll be her second.
Yeah, good job there by Exner getting back and making the shot by Brown that much more difficult. A little bit of a tip. Medic came over and got the defensive rebound. Look, Papillion La-Vista South down by 15. They're still playing hard, and like I said, they are down by 15, but they've been getting some good shots, Nick. Obviously, they have not really came close on them. I think they're playing a little bit fast. Not a little bit fast, way faster than they normally would. If they keep it within a decent range, they can make a run here at the end of this quarter and leading into the second half.
24 seconds on the game clock. Mid-range jumper, Solomon, and the ball gets stuck,
now,
which
Nick,
is a jump ball.
Could you get it?
Absolutely not.
They're looking for somebody to go do it.
Should I step up?
Usually
Dane Bacon. We need Dane Bacon.
Dane Bacon ain't trying to do anything. Yeah. Dane, come on, Dane.
He doesn't want to get the Jays dirty. Look at him.
What number Jay-Z got on it? No, they're not. He got Air Maxes on.
He doesn't want to get them. He doesn't want to get them dirty.
But normally,
during
the boys state championship, they easily jump up there and get it. I'm surprised they didn't get anybody out of it. Mike Sauter's over there. He didn't even think about it either. You got the Bellevue West boys team in there and in the stands. They should have got out there.
I see a rope over there.
Robbie Garcia, Jackson. They should have got out of the stands.
Morris is hanging out over there.
McMorris is doing it.
Where are they at?
Yeah. Watching, just like me and you.
20 seconds on the clock. Exner, has it on the right side now. Solomon. Pass deflected, and it's out of bounds, staying with the South Titans.
Yeah, they're trying to feed it in there to Medic. Good quick hands there by White. So now there's 14 seconds left. Papillion La-Vista South is trying to get on the scoreboard.
Pass deflected once again. It goes out of bounds. Same result. It will stay with the Titans.
McVeigh is not giving Cameron Exner an inch to get open, Nick. Not one inch.
On the right side. Here's Morehouse. Crosses over left to right, driving on Bellevue West defender number 30. Kara Moeller, and she was unable to stop it. And the layup goes in for Ella Morehouse. At the half, it's not as bad as it could be if you're Papio South.
No.
And you trail 25-12 to the Bellevue West T-Birds here at the half in our final Class A quarterfinal. We'll be back with the next Ag Appraisal and Realty halftime show in a few minutes from Pinnacle Bank Arena right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
In a world where quality tools make the dream work, let Sunbelt Rentals be your unseen team member. Shine bright with our top-notch equipment dependable for any project size. Witness the difference with tool rental in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's more than just a tool, it's your companion for the perfect job. With Sunbelt Rentals, you're never alone in your project journey. Brighter tasks, better results. Sunbelt Rentals, tools that empower you.
When it comes to joining the Nebraska Army National Guard, you've heard it all before. College, healthcare, signing bonus. But joining is so much more than that. It's setting yourself up for a new and better chapter of your life. I'm Staff Sergeant Paul White, and because of the Nebraska Army National Guard, I'm in control of my career. And when the workday ends, I get to come home to my family. Write your next chapter by joining the Nebraska Army National Guard. For more information, schedule a meeting with me, Staff Sergeant Paul White at nationalguard.com.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Score big this month at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln and rule the terrain on a Segway Fugelman UT10X. Now is your chance to get into a side-by-side for only $12,000 out the door. That's right, just $12,000. And this bad boy stacks up to all the other name brands. Plus, you get Segway's signature smart commanding system featuring airlock, drive settings, safety alerts, and more. Hurry in now. Elway Power Sports only has 2 left at this blowout price. Swing by their new 27th and I-80 location or shop their inventory at elwaypslincoln.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art. And one Nebraskan team that takes that art to a new level, it's Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. And Platte Valley always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman with you. Just 2 quarters left in our first day of coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena. 25-12 is where we're at for Bellevue West and Papillion La-Vista South. Jay, for that first half, we mentioned right before we left and took that time out that it could have been a lot worse for Papio South. It was a game where they struggled to shoot. They couldn't take the lid off the bucket. And yet here you are, and it's somewhat of a manageable comeback that they would have to get.
Yeah, in order to get this game somewhat, respectable going into halftime, they had to lean on their defense. The energy was there. The execution on offense just wasn't, good enough. And this Bellevue West team is a veteran team. When you think of White, Brown, and then also Kinsey Melcher hit 2 big threes, one on a run. But guess what? Papillion La-Vista South got a quick timeout, came out of it, used some energy and some execution. Medic start getting going and made a shot from the field. So if I'm Papillion La-Vista South, I'm looking at the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, really see what we did well, try to do it more in the third and fourth quarter, but nevertheless, do not stop with the defense intensity. And if I'm Bellevue West, I get right back to the high pressure, running up and down the court. Melcher, Brown, White, get it going. You got Coyer inside. So they have a well-balanced unit, along with Mia McVeigh, who played a big role both in the defensive presence, offensive presence, and also driving to the hoop. So, look, it's two teams that are trying to finish this thing out, and obviously Papillion La-Vista South has a 13-point deficit that they got to find a way to get started faster. You pretty much went over 7.5 minutes in the first quarter without scoring 8 points, and you only had 1 point after hitting one free throw.
Well, don't forget, by the way, in addition to their office in Lincoln, Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has an office in Pender, Nebraska now, as they just opened their new location in Pender, Nebraska. So if you're looking for an appraisal or buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, make sure you give Ethan Sorensen a call today, 402-380-0432, or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. All right, Jay, 25-12, that's where we're at. We're less than a minute from starting the third quarter here. If you're Bellevue West, how do you not get sleepy, right? You're up by 13. You've kind of been able to not necessarily just kind of cruise through this game to this point, but you haven't necessarily been tested a whole lot.
Yeah.
How do you just not cruise through the finish line?
If I'm Coach Dane Bacon, I'm telling them, look, we got to crank up our intensity. We are the better team, but we got to go out there and perform. We got to perform like it. Look, there is no tomorrow, right? This team is dangerous. They showed you that they're going to come and compete. Let's not overlook this team thinking that we got Southwest on Friday night. So what we have to do is get our intensity going, get our speed and pressure going. Again, Melcher, White, Brown, lead us home to victory. Step on the gas pedal, push it all the way down. Don't look back until the game's over.
It'll be the original starting five for Papillion La-Vista South: Charlotte Solomon, Ella Morehouse, Cameron Exner, Kate Ligon, and Addison Medic. For Papio South, for Bellevue West, same starting five as they began the game as well: Annika Russell-Brown, Mia McVeigh, Kenzie Melcher, Naomi White, and Danielle Coyer. So it'll be Bellevue West basketball to start things here in quarter number 3. They lead 25-12 over at Devaney in Class C2 action. Why not is on top of Plainview, 28-17, as we have an interception going back the other way. Here's Morehouse down the right side, and the shot is blocked, taken away by Annika Russell-Brown. Outlet pass up the floor, White to Melcher, 3-ball, Kenzie Melcher, short, but Coyer coming in to fight for the rebound, and that's going to be a jump ball.
Ooh.
Possession arrow gives it to Papio South.
Yeah, Papio South had a steal right away by number 10. And but Charlotte Solomon, she went down the court and passed it to Ella Morehouse. Ella Morehouse should have gave it back to her. Could have had a quick, easy 2 points that would have jump-started your offense. Now they have the ball back. Let's see what they do in half-court offense.
Here's Medic down low, and that is a double dribble. And Medic shakes her head, says, yep, that's on me.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. Mia McVeigh, a little veteran move there, faked like she was going to double team, then came back out. Medic had a double dribble there, right there. And, again, it's 2 possessions. You had the ball without Bellevue West scoring. You got to look at every opportunity to get the ball in the hoop is golden.
Left side, here's McVeigh. McVeigh, cross-court, Annika Russell-Brown with him on the right side. Pass deflected, taken away by Ligon and Papio South. As now Solomon brings it across the timeline. McVeigh of Bellevue West trailing her down low. Medic working on Coyer. Medic leans into her. Great job by Coyer staying straight up. You can't draw a whistle like that. As Melcher finds a trailing Brown, then trails to Coyer. Left side, Naomi White. 3-ball on the way.
Yeah, that was it right there. And you know what? Coyer did a really good job. She probably had no intention of shooting a 3.
Yeah.
But what did she do? She caught the ball in balance, triple threat position, got the defensive move, quick pass to White, 3 points. Now they're up by 16 points. Great offense there by Bellevue West.
Here's Solomon for 3, trying to answer, and she's been
Solomon
able to.
answered the call. This is probably like Papillion's La-Vista South usually plays. So let's hopefully this teases it up for a good second half.
So left side, here's McVeigh for Bellevue West, 28-15 the score, 6:18 to play. McVeigh trying to answer, and she's able to.
She does. McVeigh is a little fireball right there, plays with some intensity and physicality. She, like I said, whatever you can do, I can do it better. Medic had a wide open layup, a little bit out of control. She'll learn how to control her body, but I like the athlete that she is. She can run, she can shoot, and definitely physical for a freshman.
Great find in the lane.
Good block
Coyer
there.
and Medic blocks Coyer's shot. Up the floor they go. Ligon. This is Morehouse rather.
Morehouse.
Spins
on.
Whoa. It's going to be
Morehouse.
a foul.
Yeah, she kind of had a really good move. Set up Melcher there with a quick spin move and ran into a little bit of a ping pong there between Coyer, Melcher, and Brown. Now she's at the free throw line. trying to knock into this deficit that they have.
31-15. Morehouse at the line to shoot 2 shots. First one on the way, able to hit. And so now Papio South trails by just 15.
Nick, I think Papio South, if they can find a way to continue to get to the free throw line, but then also not get into a track meet against Bellevue West, they can find their way inching back into this game at the start of the fourth quarter.
Naomi White with it on the right side after the missed free throw. Melcher now stops the elbow, kicks out McVeigh on the left wing, dribbles past Morehouse now to White. White on the right side. Chris passes it cross court to Brown, who gives it back to Naomi White. She tries a 3, unable to hit it, but we have a foul down low on Kate Ligon.
Yeah, Kate Ligon got a little bit too physical with who? Mia McVeigh, who has been active on the offense and defensive rebounding.
So it'll be a baseline inbounds from underneath Bellevue West basket. Shot by Coyer, blocked, gotten back by Naomi White, and she gets the 2 to fall. It's 33-16.
It was actually initially good defense there by Medic and everybody else on Papillion La-Vista South. They thought they had the ball, ran down. White stayed there, got the easy 2 points.
Here's Exner, mid-range jumper, no good. Nice box out there by Naomi White, and she gets the defensive rebound. Here comes Mia McVeigh, left side, Annika Russell Brown, top of the key, Naomi White to Coyer, back to Naomi White, White to Brown, Brown into the corner, McVeigh drives baseline, floater from the side, unable to hit it. That's rebound. A tough shot.
Oh.
And now there's an elbow into the chin of McVeigh. She's down on the ground. McVeigh slow to get up. I don't blame her. We saw that one happen, Jay. In the lane, Ligon, offensive rebound, Medic, and she is fouled.
Yeah.
And Ligon had to make sure that she wasn't bleeding from the lip.
Yeah, that was McVeigh was to make sure she didn't have a split lip, but she took it right on the chin and got right up, though. Tough cookie there. And, if you know Mia McVeigh, she's going to come back even harder. But, one thing about Papillion La-Vista South, they kept playing. They're playing hard. They had a chance at the bucket. They got to start cashing in on these little bunny shots.
So here is Medic. Medic in the lane on Coyer. Layup, no good, but Medic will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
A little payback there from Coyer. Medic actually probably caused herself to get slapped across the face. Leaned in against Coyer, who was doing a good job of walling up, going straight up. But nevertheless, she's at the free throw line. 17-point deficit. We've been saying it all day, all 6 games, Nick. If you want to get back into a game or extend the game or extend your lead, you got to make hay at the free throw line.
And Medic does that on the first one. She hits it, 33-17. 16-point differential.
Yeah, Medic, I keep saying shit, for a freshman player, Papillion La-Vista South, they have 3 freshmen. They have Medic, Lyric Judson, and also, where's the other freshman they have? Jenna Stinger, who hasn't been in the game, but to have 3 freshmen on a state qualifying team is a good sign for your program.
Here's McVeigh for 3, just a little too long, and a nice rebound there by Solomon. She falls on the ground. Medic is going to just kind of stop and cover it up like you would with a fumble.
Good physical play right there. I would have liked to see Papillion La-Vista South and the Girlets to call a timeout there, because you had 3 Papillion La-Vista South defenders had possession of the ball. Every possession counts, but now they're back on defense.
33-18, 4:17 to play in the third quarter. Bellevue West with the basketball. McVeigh steps in now to Brown. 3-ball left wing. Too strong off back iron. Nice rebound by McVeigh offensively for Bellevue West. Now Melcher gives it to McVeigh. Back to Melcher. She'll try her luck at a 3 off back iron again. And another offensive rebound for Naomi White.
Yeah, a little bit of a run out there too early by Ella Morehouse. When you have the long shots, they're going to be long rebounds. Now the speed and quickness of Bellevue West allows them to shoot those shots because they're able to go get the offensive rebounds and continue on offense. But if I'm Papillion La-Vista South in this 2-3 zone that sometimes revolves into a 3-2 zone, I'm making sure I'm staying home till the ball is secure, till we can get the ball on our side of the court and play some offense.
So Kenzie Melcher able to hit that first free throw. It's now 34-18 Bellevue West. 3:54 to play in the third quarter. Melcher stares at the basketball and now fires away, and it is good. 35-18, back to a 17-point Bell West advantage. Into the game for Papio South is Lyric Judson, who she passes it to Ella Morehouse. Morehouse on the left side, stops, cross-court pass, 3-ball on the way, no good.
Good rebound there
being
by
fought
Solomon.
for, And Bellevue West is going to come away with it for a moment before it goes out of bounds, back to Papillion South.
A little bit quick shot there by Cameron Exner, but nevertheless, good rebound there by Solomon. Good physical play there by Papillion La-Vista South, forcing Bellevue West to knock it off out of bounds out of their own hand.
Inbound to number 40, Medic, and she is fouled on it by Melcher.
Yeah, Medic doesn't know any better being down 17 points. She's here to compete, and I like it, man. I mean, look, she's having a little tough sledding going against a veteran group led by Coyer in this Bellevue West defense. But nevertheless, this is her first time being at the state tournament down there at PBA, and she's definitely representing herself really well tonight.
So Melcher at the first, Medic rather at the free throw line after the foul on Melcher. Melcher will sit down as she has 4 personal fouls now. So the 5 out there for Bellevue West are.
If you're going to make a run with Kenzie Melcher down with 3 minutes left in the third quarter, this is it, because you can focus on Brown and White. With Melcher in there, it makes it hard. And let's see if Papillion La-Vista South starts to change up their defensive structure here.
And we have a quick timeout by Bellevue West as Naomi White was trapped along the sideline. It's a 30-second timeout. Let's step aside. 35-20 the ball, the score here between Bellevue West and Papillion South on 93.7 The Ticket.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
So out of the Bellevue West and Dave Bacon 30-second timeout, Bellevue West basketball from the sideline. Mueller is the inbounder. She gets it into Annika Russell-Brown. Left side now, McVeigh to Coyer on the elbow. Takes one dribble, spinning around to McVeigh. McVeigh looking around, finds White. White at the top of the key, guarded by Morehouse. To Brown, back to White. On the right side, she dribbles, stops, mid-range jumper, just a little too strong. And the defensive rebound goes into the hands of Medic.
Yeah, good job there by Papillion La-Vista South, forcing Bellevue West to take a little bit of an off-balance jumper by White, and good job defensive rebounding because they've had some trouble. Now you have a little drive there by the 2 freshmen. Lyrica Judson draws the defense, drops it off to Medic. Papillion La-Vista South, again, only down by 13, but showing a lot more life than they had in the first quarter.
Foul on the floor, but that is just the 3rd team foul on Papillion South, and so that one goes on number 22, Cameron Exner. That's her 3rd personal foul. And like I said, the 3rd team foul on the Titans. So 35-22, 2:45 to play in the 3rd quarter. Annika Russell-Brown to inbound, throws it out top to Naomi White. White looking around, pass intercepted, threw it right into the hands of Ella Morehouse. Morehouse in the lane, and that's a foul on
it looked like
Naomi
almost
White.
a good steal there by Naomi White, but the body contact on the shot. Good job there by Papillion La-Vista South, turning the turnover to a positive play now. Lyric Judson, nope. It is Ella Morehouse going to the free throw line to try to get it down to 11. Slowly but surely, Nick.
Yep.
Papillion La-Vista South is starting to find some life on the offensive side of the floor.
Like you mentioned, Kenzie Melcher on the bench with 4 fouls, but Morehouse and the Titans need to hit their free throws. They missed the first.
Yeah, look, without the 3, let's say the 3-headed monster on the floor, it's a little bit easier to focus mainly on White, secondly on Brown, and then you could stop this offense. But you can't do that when you miss free.
Jay, there it is.
There it is. The hands of glory.
That,
do you see there? The hands of glory.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Solomon,
she was even.
What a save.
We need that on TV.
I wish we had it.
Yeah, you need it.
If it was the state championship game, we'd get a replay and all.
Right, you're replaying all, man. You see the tip pass?
Dang.
Yeah.
You just got to grab that over there.
Yeah, they even look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, Arupa saw that. He's like, yeah, you've seen that before. Looked like Colorado.
Morehouse on the follow-up shot, I should say, Solomon is fouled by Bell West. Jay, that was nice. It would have been cooler if you could have if it didn't, you didn't bobble it all. But you reached out.
I didn't bobble it. What I did was I tapped it up,
tapped
it up, and then I used this big palm just to bring it right in. It's called athletic ability.
You had to gather.
But nevertheless, though, Papillion La-Vista South, are getting more shots at the rim, and then they're getting more offensive rebounds. Now they just got to make the free throw. Solomon makes her first. But to get back into this game, you got to continue to push the pace while Kenzie Melcher is on the bench with 4 fouls. You got to think she's going to be on the bench for at least for the rest of this third quarter, possibly the beginning of the fourth quarter. This is when you got to make your move.
Second free throw on the way from Solomon is also good.
Solomon knew it was in.
It's an 11-point ball game, 35-24. It's a good thing the Nick Young thing didn't happen where she turns and then she misses.
I've done that before.
Naomi White, top of the key, gives it to McVeigh. McVeigh on the logo. Papio South faithful behind us. Getting some energy in them, and with 2:06 to go in the third quarter. Russell Brown with it, top of the key. Hands it off to McVeigh. McVeigh, left side, Naomi White. Down low, Coyer. They tried to rock it in there, and it was tipped and taken away by Papio South. Up the floor they go. Morehouse in the lane. Layup, no good, but a foul on Danielle Coyer.
Yeah, look, White went for the steal. Really good pass there. Morehouse caught it, got to the rim. Coyer was just there and kind of a little bit of a body foul again. Papillion La-Vista South at the free throw line, down by 11. The chance to knock into that deficit without the clock running. This is a perfect third quarter from Papillion La-Vista South coaching staff.
First free throw. Bounces in.
Is that the jelly roll, Nick, or the shooter's touch?
That time it was the shooter's touch.
Yeah, that's the shooter's touch right there. But, nevertheless, though, listen, we said it early in this game. Papillion La-Vista South, it didn't look good on the offensive end, but the effort and defense was there. This has got them back into the game. And you asked about what you would do for Bellevue West when you kind of been on cruise control. Sometimes in these games, you can't get it started as easy as you'd like to think. Papillion La-Vista South has the momentum, playing with a lot of energy right now and execution.
How about this? It's a single-digit ball game, 9-point Bell West lead. They've led by as many as 17 today. Russell Brown, left side, McVeigh. McVeigh, guarded by Morehouse, stops just inside the perimeter.
Yep.
Russell Brown gets it, 14 to shoot. Brown, 3 ball, on the way. Wharton, unable to connect. Defensive rebound, Papio South. Up the floor, Morehouse. Morehouse, guarded by Naomi White. Layup good.
Wow, that was a great play. White tried to time her steal. Morehouse got it up off the glass. We have a great game here.
Here is Naomi White, right side. Brown.
Wake up, Nick. Here we go.
Wharton to McVeigh. I need a ball to come my way. I'll wake up here. Brown back to McVeigh. McVeigh to White. White on the left wing. Mueller standing in the corner. They choose to go back to the top of the key. Wharton on the right wing. Back to Brown. Top. Back to Wharton. Wharton just missed a three-pointer a moment ago on the last possession. Now to White.
Down to 7 seconds.
6 to shoot. Pockets picked. Pockets picked by Morehouse. Can't grab it. And the ball is going to go out of bounds.
Wow.
You got to call a timeout.
Yes, you do. That's the second time. Papillion La-Vista South coach Andy Gerlzig is over there chilling.
Yeah.
Listen, man, wake up, Jack. I know it's late. There's two extra possessions. You're down by 7. Great defensive effort by Ella Morehouse and Charlotte Solomon and the rest of the Papillion La-Vista South defenders getting on the floor, causing havoc, quick hands, active feet, giving Bellevue West all the problems that they can handle in this second half.
40.6 to go in the third quarter. It's a timeout on the floor. 7-point ball game. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. 40.6 seconds on the game clock here. 35-28. Bell West leads by 7 over Papillion La-Vista South. Bell West led in this quarter at 1 point by 17. Little 10-0 spurt here for Papio South. Wharton will have it. Right side Brown. Back to Wharton at the top of the key. They'll hand it off McVeigh. McVeigh dribbles top near the logo. Right side to Brown. 21 seconds on the game clock. 14 to shoot on the possession. Naomi White in the lane. Steps through the double team. Layup no good. And a foul is called on on Papio South.
Yeah, Medic doesn't like that. A little bit of a bailout call. Naomi White with a good jump through, shot the ball. Late whistle. Papillion La-Vista South fans do not like that call, but nevertheless, Naomi White is at the free throw line trying to extend this lead. They have not scored a bucket or a punt or a point in quite some time.
First one is good for Naomi White. Medic, by the way, 4 personal fouls. Second one, White, good.
Yeah.
37-28, back to a 9-point game, but Papio South can get the last shot if they decide with 10 seconds left on the game clock. Left side here is Morehouse in the lane. Layup, good.
Morehouse
what a tough
alive.
shot by Ella
Body
Morehouse.
contact,
1 second, three-quarter court heave. It's short, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. Your score entering the final 8 minutes of game time here at PBA for day 1 of the girls tournament is Bellevue West 37, Papio South 30. Don't go anywhere. Final 8 minutes of game time coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket.
Community College. Community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman back with you. Start of the fourth quarter here, 37-30. Papio South with the ball. A three-pointer by Morehouse. This place would have come alive.
Yeah.
If that one would have found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Naomi White on the left side. White to Brown. Brown splits the double. Throws the top of the key. Guess who's in? Kenzie Melcher, unable to hit the three.
Yeah, look, both coaches are playing Russian roulette with their better players with 4 fouls. Oh, good job by Mia McVeigh on the transition 3. Kick out to Medic to Morehouse. Mia McVeigh came out of nowhere for the block, but Papillion La-Vista South still has the ball.
So baseline inbound for Papio South. They get it into Medic. Medic in the near corner, guarded by Coyer. She drives baseline, and it's going to be out of bounds. Turnover as Medic stepped on the baseline. Nice job playing defense without fouling by Danielle Coyer.
Yeah, you got Kenzie Melcher in there with 4 fouls. You got Medic with 4 fouls. Papillion La-Vista South is in that deep zone, trying to force some awkward shots there by this Bellevue West offense.
So here's Annika Russell-Brown, mid-range jumper, ice.
Nothing but net. That was kind of a jumper/floater. Ripped it, got it on the defensive rotation. Bellevue West has finally scored some points.
So here is Kate Ligon in the lane. Turnaround. Papio South needs a bucket, and they can't get one.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you look at Papio South's shot chart, they're all within makeable shots. They just have not been able to connect on the easier shots, whether it's layups or bunny shots.
So Bellevue West with the basketball, 6:40 to go in the fourth quarter. McVeigh with it on the right side. McVeigh top of the key. Annika Brown left side now. Melcher into the lane. Coyer back out. Brown to White. 3-ball on the way. Rattles around and out, and a defensive rebound collected by Solomon. Solomon driving the length of the floor to Ligon. One-handed slingshot arm pass to the right side, down low Medic, and she took too many steps.
Medic, it was one thing that Bellevue West and Coach Bacon decided to do in this fourth quarter is have the backside defender come over and double Medic. And the lack of experience, right, and the ability to read the double team on the move caused her to travel.
So here's Kenzie Melcher on the logo left side McVeigh. McVeigh steps in after one dribble, back to Melcher. Melcher will dribble with the right hand and bring it to Annika Brown. Brown back to McVeigh, back to Brown. Down low, Coyer on the doorstep. Bucket.
Yeah, well, look at that. 2 straight possessions. Who is it led by Brown? When Melcher comes in, it opens up the court for the other two, Brown and White. Brown driving it against the zone, dumped it to Coyer, who's been looking for the pass all day long.
Easy bunny layup missed by Medic. And back the other way we go with Kenzie Melcher and Bellevue West. Pass fake left, passes right. Now back to Melcher. Melcher dribbling around the perimeter, gives it to Naomi White. Naomi White's going to be bumped and fouled as she tried to split the double team of
Cameron Exner and
Exner and Ligon.
Right there. Tried to double team her, and then you got a little bit lazy with your hands. And now here comes Lyric Judson coming in, a little bit of youth right there. The freshman had a couple really good plays to get that run by Papillion La-Vista South started in that third quarter.
Inbounds here to Melcher. Melcher to McVeigh. McVeigh on the wing. Now top of the key. Right side, Brown. Brown floater on the way. Just a tad short. She had to double pump. She had to clutch that one and unable to get enough juice behind it. So now back on the offensive glass was the T-Birds. Naomi White, right side, Melcher. Melcher on the Bellevue West second opportunity. Splits through two defenders to McVeigh to Brown. 20 to shoot on the shot clock. Great find, and Coyer lays it in.
Again, Brown, after 2 or 3 plays, got a little of a back and forth with McVeigh and Brown. Brown turns the corner, gets in the middle of the lane, drops it off to Coyer. The second time, 4 points, extends the lead, right? It was down to 7. Looked like Papillion La-Vista South was going to come back. Missed a couple bunnies. On the other end, Bellevue West is able to cash in. Now they're up by 13 points, just like that.
4:56 to go, fourth quarter, 43-30 the score. Let's take a 30-second timeout and be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
We are back here, Pinnacle Bank Arena, the final game of the day before we return tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. tip-off. Return about 7:30, I would assume. Bellevue West, 43, Papio South, 30. 4:56 to go in the fourth quarter. To recap the winners of today, and give me a moment while I collect all of them. Overton wins game 1 in D2. Howells Dodge will play Overton on Friday in the D2 semis. Millard West won game 1 of Class A. Then you had, help me out, Jay Foreman, Lincoln North Star against Millard North as Morehouse tries a three, and it rims out. Rebound tips out of bounds. It'll stay, or it'll go Bellevue West direction. Then you had Southwest
over Southeast.
Over Southeast, and now this one today between the T-Birds and the Titans of Papio South.
Yeah, if you're Bellevue West, you withstood the storm by the Papillion La-Vista South. Let's see if you can extend the lead, better yet, or finish the game effectively.
So here's Brown driving the lane, kicks it outside. Melcher thought about the three from the corner, but Naomi White won't pass it up from the wing. Missed that three, and Medic comes away with it. Medic gets tripped up but stays on her feet. Now driving down the right side of the lane, gets bumped. There's the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Listen, Medic is going to be a heck of a player in the years to come. To get the rebound off the backboard with this type of defense from Bellevue West, be able to dribble through that type of pressure with your head up and get a shot going in there against Coyer. And look what happened there. Now, look, Nick, there's 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. Medic, and just pure effort alone, has caused Coyer to foul out of the game. Now she's at the free throw line trying to cash in and try to get her Papillion La-Vista South Titans back into this game.
So 4:25 to go. Medic hits the first free throw. It's now 43-31. Second one on the way. Money, 43-32. 4:23 to play in the fourth quarter. Each team with just one team foul. Melcher left side that's Moeller. Cross court, McVeigh. 3-ball shot blocked, but McVeigh gets it back. Bounces it to Naomi White in the lane. She'll retreat back to the perimeter. Naomi White overhead pass to Moeller. Into McVeigh in the corner. She dribbles into the lane, kicks it. Naomi White now dribbles into the lane. Floater on the way from the right side. And it's too strong. Great defensive rebound there by number 24, Lyric Judson. Number 22, Cameron Exner coming back the other way as Charlie Solomon makes it a 9-point game.
15-foot jumper. Look at this. Papillion La-Vista South is not going away. competing the whole game. And look, you could just tell it was written all over their face and body language. Super nervous that first half. Now they're playing more like the team that upset Lincoln Northeast in the district finals.
So here is Melcher, Kenzie Melcher with it. Left side, Annika Brown. Back to Melcher. Melcher to the right side, Naomi White. 3:17 to play in the fourth quarter. McVeigh, left side, Brown. Brown in the lane, draws the double team. 3-ball, Naomi White. It's rebounded by
Great
guess
rebound.
who? Medic. 43-34. 3:05 to play in the fourth quarter. Solomon to Medic. Medic going downhill. Layup is good.
Oh, wow. Here they come. Here come them Titans.
43-36. Dane Bacon saying, let's go. Here we go. 43-36, 7-point ball game into the far corner. It's Melcher to Naomi White. Top of the key, McVeigh. Left side, Brown. 18 on the shot clock, 2:40 on the game clock. Melcher has it on the right wing. Bounce passes it left side to Brown. Brown driving in the lane, dumps it down low. McVeigh bounce pass White. Layup, no good, but a foul.
Good offense there. Drive and dive, drive and kick. You keep doing it. Good cut there by White. Stops the momentum of Papillion La-Vista South. Now she's at the free throw line. 2.5 minutes left, 7-point lead. Trying to get Bellevue West to the finish line. This could be a big start with these free throws.
First one is no good by Naomi White. Rattled in and out.
Rim. Tight. Listen here. Hey, Nick, you know, like I used to say when I used to play PlayStation, Madden.
Used to play.
The walls of Jericho are slowly but surely starting to close in uphill. Pressure is starting to bust pipes. And you got the famous Bellevue West men's basketball coach, Doug Woodard in the stands, and Steve Klein there watching their Bellevue West Lady Thunderbirds try to bring it home.
So here is Morehouse. 2:23 to play in the fourth quarter. Morehouse takes a screen left, pulls up, mid-range jumper, missed everything. Short, saved in bounds to McVeigh of Bellevue West. 2:13 to play in the fourth. 44-36 ball game. Bellevue West with an 8-point lead. McVeigh to Brown. Brown near the logo.
Left.
Now
Bellevue
McVeigh.
West is going to play a little bit of four corners and keep the ball into your best playmakers and free throw shooters' hands.
McVeigh on the right wing to Brown. Brown gets guarded by Morehouse. And now they're going to basically intentionally foul her. They got some fouls to give, so they got some work to do if they want to put Bellevue West at the free throw line.
Yeah, and so if you're looking at Papillion La-Vista South, you got to try to, really game plan who you should foul, when you should foul them. You got to time out here by Papillion La-Vista South. I'm sure the coach, Coach Andy Gerlitz, is going to tell them, listen, we got 2 more fouls before they're in the bonus, and now you have to have a game plan who you're going to foul, Nick, moving forward, right? So you should know this by your scouting report, because you can't let Bellevue West just play 4 corners against you. Because the clock will run out. You need possessions upon possessions. You're not a very dynamic scoring and shooting team, right? So you need more chances to go to the rim, get to the free throw line, hit free throws, clock stop. So you need almost 2 extra possessions when a normal team might need 3 or 4. So you need 6 possessions in the last minute and 52 seconds, and it's got to start by playing detailed situational basketball.
1:52 to go in the fourth quarter. 44-36 is the score. Bellevue West leads by 8 over the Papio South Titans. So Moeller will be the inbounder for Bellevue West. They get into the backcourt to Annika Brown. Brown, right side, Melcher, back to Brown. Brown, left side now to McVeigh. McVeigh, back to Brown, near the half-court line to Melcher, quickly passing it back and forth are Brown and the rest of the T-Birds, and finally Brown is fouled.
Right, so look, this is the problem that Papillion La-Vista South might run into, right? When you look at all the players out there on the floor, all of them are almost senior. McVeigh, senior. Brown, senior. Melcher, senior. White, senior. Moeller, senior. Actually, they aren't almost. They all are seniors, so they all probably can hit free throws under pressure. You got to pick one, make a decision, because you need some more possessions here.
Melcher now to McVeigh. McVeigh back to Melcher. Melcher in the lane. 1:27 to play in the fourth quarter.
Hear the crowd telling you to foul. Yeah, the parents
sometimes,
they're better coaches than me. I always have to listen to my parents. They tell me I don't know what I'm doing.
There you go. Melcher to Moeller, back to McVeigh. 10 on the shot clock. Now it's you got to play defense. Don't foul now.
Don't foul now. You can't
pass
this
to
far.
Melcher. Melcher pulls up 3-ball off to the right, and guess what? Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Papillion La-Vista South Titans.
Yeah, but you played a little bit longer there than than you normally would like. Now Bellevue West is doing a really good thing here. They're going to pressure you so you can't get into your offense that easy. And let's see how Papillion La-Vista South goes about their business here.
So Morehouse throws it to the right side. Exner for 3, rims out, no good. Melcher gets the defensive rebound, and maybe Papillion La-Vista South isn't going to foul. Now they will as Ligon.
Ligon had the foul because Medic has 4 fouls, so I don't know if that was planned or not. But the young freshman tried to get back on defense. So Papillion La-Vista South should have went over this situation in their huddle, knowing who to foul, when to foul. Now, look, you got 5 seniors out there, and it's on purpose probably from Coach Bacon. Obviously, Coyer fouled out. So you have 5 seniors that you trust to bring you home and lead your program. Now you have Kenzie Melcher at the free throw line. I guess I jinxed her again because she's an in-depth shooter from 3 free throw line. She just missed one. So now I won't say anything, and she'll probably make it.
Second one on the way is no good. Melcher gets the offensive rebound. Somehow the shooter gets the offensive rebound. On the right side, it's Naomi White, and she is now fouled on the right side by Exner, and that is number 4. Or excuse me, number 5.
Yeah, it's number 5. Sometimes, look, for Cameron Exner has done a really good job, the 5'8 senior. Sometimes you got to foul. You don't want to foul out in your last game, especially when it's a game that you possibly could still win, only down by 8. But you have to do the right thing for the team. She played a really good game tonight. Needless to say less.
45-36 now after the first made free throw. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we start our day with D1 action between Pender and Bancroft Rosalie. Back here at PBA now, 46-36 the score. As Solomon has it across the timeline, 37 seconds on the game clock. Into the game also, Mia Cooley, layup in the lane.
Yeah.
Medic is good. It's now 46-38 as Brown has it, and Ligon will foul with 27 seconds on the game clock.
Yeah, you know, one thing about Papillion La-Vista, it seems like it's most likely they're not going to be able to pull this out. You know, they're a young team, and then when they get in that locker room, you got to think they're going to lose Cameron Exner, who's a senior, Kate Ligon, who's a senior. Everybody else is coming back. They got 3 freshmen, rest are sophomores and juniors. But the one thing that they can take from this experience was the first and second quarter, especially that first quarter, playing tight against a veteran team. This is a learning experience for them and to take into next year in the offseason. Also, Nick, it's a thing for Coach Andy Gerlitz to talk to him about. Listen, we played this team earlier in the year. We lost by 22 points. We took them down to the wire pretty much and gave them everything that they wanted in the state tournament with a young group. So when you think about the growth of this program, it's came a long way during the season, but it can go even more next year. And look, man, they're set up for the future. You got 2 freshmen that played a big role here, Lyric Judson and Addison Medic, coming out here against a veteran Bellevue West team that was probably thought to be favored by more than, say, 15 to 20 points, considering the way they started. They only had 1 point at the end of the first quarter. I'm talking in reference to Papillion La-Vista South. So the ability to continue to compete and come back shows you that the standard and the culture in that program is in a good place. And now Coach Andy Gerlitz is going to get some of the backups in, knowing what's happening, giving everybody a chance to experience getting on the court at PBA. A good gesture by him. Also a good gesture by Coach Bacon, getting everybody in. And you had number 10, Leah Hickman, had to make sure she took off the gold to get in there, gold chain in there to make sure she can get her a few moments out here. So look, sometimes these losses are hard, man, when you're in it. One team will win, one team will lose. Papillion La-Vista South has learned a lesson. You got to come out and play, and you can't be nervous when you're playing against a good team.
10 seconds on the clock. Parents still want them to foul on the right side here. Now top of the key. Here's Wharton, and now they're going to foul.
Well, you know what? I would foul. If you were my son out there playing, I would say, Nick, you need to foul. Yes.
I want you to shoot.
Yes. Would you shoot it, though? You probably be too nice. Hold the ball. Fire that bad boy up, man. You might hit a 3. That's how stardom starts.
Okay. There you go. We might see a star. 48-39, 4.2 seconds left on the clock. Wharton at the line to shoot 2. First one is no good.
I'll bet you a Sierra Mist that they don't shoot. Or they do shoot.
I bet they'll try to shoot. They don't get one off, though.
They got 4.2 seconds. They've been doing this drill all the time. I guarantee you they get the shot off. Sierra missed.
Somehow.
Here we
get
go.
The shot off. Here we
Here we go. Give it up.
2 seconds
Here
on the
we
clock.
go.
One
Get
on
it.
the clock. And not a shot.
Come on.
No shot was put up.
Come on.
At the end of the game, your
Another
final
freshman,
score.
Jenna Stanger, didn't get it going. Come on, Jenna.
Bellevue West wins 48-39 over the Papillion La-Vista South Titans. This puts a bow on day one of the girls' state basketball tournament from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Just a reminder, tomorrow we have 4 games on the docket. Starting at 9 a.m., we'll have Pender and Bancroft Rosalie, followed by St. Mary's and McCool Junction. Then we turn our attention to Class B, and number 1 Omaha Skutt facing off against South Sioux City, and then wrapping it up with Josh Lill on the call of Gretna East and the Waverly Vikings at 3:15 p.m. before we hand it over to DP, Renee Saunders, and Rico out in Atlanta for the Omaha Supernovas match against the Atlanta Vibe. Once again, that'll do it for us here from Pinnacle Bank Arena on day one. 6 games down, a lot more to go here in the Girls State Tournament. For the Husker Hall of Famer Jay Foreman, I'm Nick Sainert. Huge thanks to Harrison Arns and Josh Lill back in the studio, pulling late night double duty for us on the board. Once again, your final score, Bellevue West advances to face off against Lincoln Southwest on Friday night with a 48-39 win over Papillion La-Vista South here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Once again, this has been Girls State basketball action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted.